Spider-Man Brand New Day is now playing in theaters, so it's time to go over the best and worst parts of the movie. And to be honest, I can't remember the last time I felt like this watching a movie. Like, dude, I needed this movie, and I know so many other people did too. And while I did love the Home trilogy, especially Homecoming and No Way Home, those movies, especially the first two, were very fun superhero movies. But this is a movie for everybody. Everybody can relate to this movie. So now getting on to the best parts of the movie, the thing I gotta say is the web slinging has vastly improved from the previous movies. When he was web slinging and then he started free falling, like that was a great scene. That's also another thing about this movie. It's a very emotional movie. Like I'm not gonna say I cried, except for the fact that I totally did cry. I mean, I felt that pain for Peter. When I say this is a movie that everyone can relate to, it's because of the emotional scenes in this movie. Like there's plenty of times in all of our lives where our lives just suck. Like anyone can relate to being lonely sometimes and trying to mask that loneliness with dedication. Or just a time where you don't feel proud of yourself. Like anyone can relate to these things. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much in this movie. And a lot of people don't like superhero movies and superheroes themselves, but people love Spider-Man because he has problems that anyone can face. There are plenty of people going to see Spider-Man, not to see Spider-Man save the day, but to save himself. And that's why I feel like this movie's doing numbers, because everyone wants to see that. And we as a society need it. But getting on to the other parts of this movie, the acting in this movie is phenomenal. Like especially Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Sadie Sink. They were the highlight of the movie, alongside Punisher. And the action was incredible, especially that Hulk fight. Like, they gave Hulk aura again. But also the fight with the hand, too. That was probably the best fight in the movie. I also like how connected this feels to the overall MCU. And I really like the relationship of all the characters. And another reason why it's not a traditional superhero movie is because there's not really a traditional villain. Like, there is a villain, but like not a traditional one, because the movie's not about fixing the problem with other people, but the problems within yourself. That's why this movie's so relatable. You'll see what I mean when you go see it. This is also the most Tom Holland has ever felt like Spider-Man in his movies. Like everything in this movie is taken from some type of comic, game, or show. Like there's so many references in here. Like this movie feels like a mix of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2 and Andrew Garfield's The Amazing Spider-Man 2. You know, that movie wasn't so mediocre. Getting on to the characters, Tom Holland is probably the best he's ever been as Spider-Man in these movies. He truly does feel like Spider-Man. Like, just the most Spider-Man you can get. But he also delivers a great Peter Parker, too. And Ned and MJ actually added so much to the emotional side of the movie. But yeah, like I said, the acting was incredible, especially from Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Sadie Sink. I don't want to talk about Sadie Sink's character because I don't want to spoil the movie, but she was great, and also, Frank was great. Like, Frank added so much to the movie. He doesn't feel as violent as usually is. He's definitely toned down a little bit, but it still works in such a great way that this feels like the Punisher, but you can definitely see the effect Spider-Man has on him. Scorpion was also great, but I definitely wish he had a lot more screen time in the movie. He'll probably return in future Spider-Man movies, alongside other characters who didn't get a lot of screen time in the movie. I also think that the organic webs fit so well in the movie, and the whole concept of the man-spider thing was such a great idea to the emotional and narrative side to the movie. And the way they did this whole man-spider mutation thing, it leaves room for the symbiote to still shine, because one of my biggest concerns with this was that it was going to take away from the symbiote storyline, and now they might not do it, but no, definitely not. They did it in such a great way, and I still think the symbiote can still shine. And one thing is for sure, Tom Holland is no longer Iron Man Jr. He's now definitely Spider-Man. This feels so much like Spider-Man. Like, I could feel it in my veins when I was watching this movie. Like, this is just Spider-Man. And also because of that, I can actually see Tom Holland now becoming a mentor to a new Spider-Man like 10 years from now. And yeah, it definitely makes me excited for that Peter and Miles dynamic they have in store. So whenever they do introduce Miles Morales in like 5 to 6 years, then I can definitely see the mentor relationship working. And who knows, maybe Miles will get his own solo movie. Unless Marvel cancels that too. Now getting on to some of the negatives, I only have like 2. I think Scorpion and Tombstone definitely should have got more screen time in the movie. And there were times where the writing felt a little lazy, like just an excuse to have this there or that there. But this does not take away from the movie like at all. This is not my favorite live action Spider-Man movie. And I say that this might actually be on the level of Spider-Verse. Maybe not better, but at least on the level. I'm gonna give this movie 100%. There's just something about this movie that I just needed. It just makes me feel like, it's hard to describe, but there's just something about the experience that just makes me feel good. Like, I haven't felt this way in a long time, maybe ever. It shows you why Spider-Man is my favorite, the greatest, and the most popular superhero in all of fiction. Heck, maybe the most popular character in all of fiction. Like, at this point, there is no big 3 anymore. It's just him. He's in a different tier. He's the only superhero immune to superhero fatigue, except for maybe Batman. Like, right now, he has more motion than any other fictional character has ever had, even more than the Avengers in their prime. And definitely more than this B-Squad Avengers team right now. But I'm still very excited for Doomsday. What are your thoughts on Spider-Man Brand New Day? What do you think of the movie? I think it's a masterpiece, and it's definitely a new start for the Spider-Man character. I want to see every Spider-Man movie like this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and the best way for channels to grow is to like and subscribe. So if you can do that for me, I'd really appreciate it. Peace out.